Hey guys, Molly here. What's up? What's up? So Molly here from Boudie Shorts and Molly Marie Photography. And my business has been in Eau Claire, Wisconsin for the last 13 years, but I just recently moved to Austin, Texas as well. So hello, if I have not met you before. So if we have not met before, first of all, hi. And second of all, I wanted to share with you that I've been a photographer for the last 13 plus years. And probably like you, I started out where I got my first camera in high school. I just fell in love with photography and I knew that that's what I wanted to do as my career, but I didn't actually think that I could make a good living with it. I always knew all these photographers who made a lot of money with I thought, I thought they made a lot of money with weddings and things like that, but I was like, oh, there's no way that I can build a profitable business with portrait photography. And so I ended up going to college and I studied like marketing, teaching, like all these different things, and none of them ever stuck because I really just wanted to build a photography business because I love taking portraits. If you can relate, let me know. And so what happened was I actually ended up dropping out of college and I gave myself an ultimatum. I said, look, Molly, I had like a heart to heart with myself. I was like, if you can book, X number of photo shoots and make X amount of money, then drop out of school and whatever people tell you, who cares? Because you can just tell them that, your business is going well and it doesn't really matter. And so that's basically what I did. I basically dropped out, I hit the ground running, and I mean, here I am today, 13 years later, and for the last 6 to 8 years, man, I'd have to look back at my books, but I've been a six-figure earning photographer, and I also now help photographers how to do the same. So today I wanted to share with you guys 3 mistakes that I see photographers making a lot. Why I think they happen, and then I also want to share with you guys like what to do instead and how to really make it work, because when photographers want bookings, these are really the mistakes I see them making, and they don't need to happen. Like, I'm about to share these 3 things with you, but maybe you've done them, maybe you haven't, but either way, at least you can either know ahead of time or stop making that mistake, and then I'm of course going to share with you what to do instead so that you can make it work for your business. So first of all, I have to ask you a question. So have you ever experienced any of the following, like people not wanting to pay your prices, or people saying, that, oh, well, I'll go with this other photographer because they offer everything on the CD, or, oh, I'll think about it, or, I have to ask my spouse first, or whatever. Like, they give you a ton of objections, right? And if you've ever had any of those objections before, let me know in the comments below. But I can tell you guys that I have shot literally every single type of portrait session under the sun, okay? Like, I started out doing weddings. I have done baby photos, senior photos, family portraits, literally anything. I even photographed wedding cakes and coin collections, no joke. And the most profitable, simplistic, and sustainable business that I've been able to build is with boudoir photography. So whether you already are a boudoir photographer or you're interested in becoming a boudoir photographer, then this video is for you. So yeah, with that said, I mean, I've tried all of these different niches, and yes, you can make them whatever you want them to be. Like, if you really want to be just a newborn photographer, like, I'm sure you could find a way to make that profitable. But what I have found personally is like boudoir is the most rewarding, the simplest business, and the most sustainable one that you can build. So you can build not only to be the most profitable business, but also the most rewarding and able to help more women see and really believe in their beauty as well. So even though I did all of those different niches, right? And I finally found boudoir, I was able to build a 6-figure a year grossing studio, even though I was in a very, very, very small town, very conservative town in Wisconsin. Okay, I know a lot of you guys, one of the biggest things that I hear is that, oh, I can't be, successful because I live in a small town, or I can't be successful because I live in a big town, or I can't be successful because people won't pay my prices. Whatever it is, I've heard it all, and I can tell you that what happens when people say that is that their marketing and their sales and their business efforts are not working, and so in their mind, they come up with reasons why it's not working, and you shift the blame onto your customers. And trust me, I've made this mistake before, and I'm sure a lot of you guys listening have made this mistake as well, but it is just that. It is a mistake, okay? And the mistake number one is being just that, a jack of all trades photographer. Because really what you're doing is you're spreading yourself way too thin. You are offering all these different niches. You're trying to market all these different niches. You're trying to price all these different niches. And the truth is, like, you're just never going to stand out. You're never going to become the best at that one thing, because let's say you're offering everything and your competition is shooting like just boudoir. They're going to kick your butt at boudoir because that's what they're focusing every single day, day in, day out. And so the number one mistake is being a jack of all trades photographer. Now, in the beginning, it's good to do that because you have to find the niche that you love. And I found boudoir, love it, super sustainable, just the most amazing niche. Like, if you agree, let me know. But okay, I digress. So mistake number two is pricing your photography business based on fear versus actual numbers, okay? So most photographers, most artists alike, we don't like numbers. In fact, I actually had to retake math 3 times in college, no joke. Like, I literally hate numbers. But what's funny is when it comes to profitability and money in my business, I suddenly can do the math in my head. Weird, right? Aaron, my husband, always like teases me that I'm only good at math if it has to do with money. But anyways, mistake number 2 is pricing yourself based on fear and competitors versus actual numbers. Now, what I mean by that is a lot of times we'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go look at all my competitors and they're all charging $300, so I'm gonna charge $250, haha. Yeah, you know, it doesn't actually really work, right? Because if that's like your plan right now, I bet you're in a place where you're not making more than $1,000 to $3,000 a month. You know, if I'm right, let me know. If I'm wrong, that's cool too, you can let me know. But that's typically what I see. What you need to do is actually figure out your cost of doing business, and that's going to vary depending on where you live. You need to figure out what are your expenses. Like, you need to price yourself based on what you actually need to earn to keep your business running, because if you don't keep your business running, not only is it not going to help you, but it's not going to help your customers or potential customers either, because they won't be able to hire you because you'll be out of business, okay? So that is mistake number 2. Now, mistake number 3 that I see is doing tons of different types of sales, but not doing Davo sales, which is the best type of sales. And I'm going to explain the difference between the two. Now, I see photographers doing IPS, which is good, but Davo is better. I'll explain it in a minute. I also see photographers doing online sales. I also see photographers not doing sales at all. Okay, and what I need you to be doing is Davo sales, because that is what's going to grow your business. And I know you probably care more about, you know, your actual photography, which is great. And I know you probably care more about like getting a studio and all that kind of stuff. But in order to really keep your business and have a great business, you really do need money and you need profitability in your business. So I know, like, it might not be fun to have like a money goal with your photography business, but if you want to keep your photography business, you want to keep doing what you love, then you got to focus on the numbers. So what I need you to do is do Davo sales directly after viewing and ordering. So you're going to do a viewing and ordering sale right after the photo shoot. Okay, so no more online sales, no more in-person sales the next week, no more in-person sales the next day. You gotta do Davo sales. And I gotta tell you, you know, this is really gonna make a huge difference in your business. When I was doing in-person sales before Davo, I was doing okay. I would do like $600 to $800 per sale. But a lot of times, you know, when people had to come back the next week, they weren't as excited about their pictures. They didn't spend as much money. Sometimes they would put it off. They would reschedule a bunch of times, or they wouldn't show up at all. And that was a huge bummer. When I did online sales, it was like crickets. It didn't matter if I did a sale or a special or whatever. I mean, come on, like, this just doesn't work. Davo is where now I have a $4,000 average sale. No, I was not always getting a $4,000 average sale. First it started at $1,000, then $2,000, then $3,000, then $4,000. So you can work your way up by working with your pricing and your different sales tactics and things like that. And, you know, back to mistake number 2 with the pricing. Before, when I priced myself like, oh, $200, that's what all the other photographers did. And then I got an accountant and she told me like, oh, you're a few months away from having to close up your business. Because when you're only charging that much money, like chances are you are actually paying your clients to photograph them. Like you are not being profitable. And again, when I was a jack of all trades photographer, I was just that, jack of all trades, master of none. So anyways, it was nice to meet you. Again, my name is Molly Kaiser with Boudie Shorts and Molly Marie Photography, and I hope to chat with you soon and see you in the Facebook group.